Somebody was telling me that they couldn't hear me. Somebody was telling me. Oh, well, I'm sure they can hear me now. Isn't technology annoying?
Friend and foe.
Okay, I think now they can hear me. I don't know why the first line wasn't working. But yeah, I don't know. Girls in their 20s now, like it's like a whole thing. You'll see it on social media. Like I don't know, just the lives that they get to live. It's so it seems so amazing, but it comes with like a really hard fall afterwards.
Uh-huh.
That I'm like, ooh, I don't know if this generation of girls are like prepared for that. Because I've seen it where like in their 20s, they're like, living the life. And then as soon as they hit their 30s, 35s, like life starts changing, their body starts changing, like the things
Well,
that they want to need, it's like different. And then like they realize like, damn, like they got played.
well, I don't know. One thing that I see is, just growing up without social media, thank
Mm-hmm.
God. Um, I mean, we all, as humans, we want to be accepted and things like that. But I just remember, in the 90s, it's just like, oh, you don't like me? Okay. I don't care. But the world is revolving around likes and loves
Yeah.
and accept me. Please like me. Please don't say something mean about me. I mean, I don't know, it's just wild, and I thought it was so much better when you legitimately just didn't give a shit if
Yeah.
someone liked you or not, or what they thought about you. It wasn't that big of a deal. You went on with your day. But
Yeah, I think it messes with us because like nowadays people have validation or maybe the negative version of
yeah,
validation, like from their bedroom.
yeah, from total strangers, it's
Yeah.
like it's total stranger in another country. Please reassure me that I'm attractive
Mm-hmm.
or I have all the things that deemed necessary to come off as successful or whatever. I don't know. It's just garbage. I kind of wish we could just get back to basics. I mean, I see the value of social media from a business perspective, but I really feel it has ruined or helped ruin society as a
Oh yeah.
whole, communication and the way we treat each other. And a lot of people feel very safe typing things from the privacy of their home, not knowing how it's going to affect someone else's life.
And then don't get me started on the whole like swipe right, swipe left thing for like Tinder and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
I think that's another one. I think that was like a big one where like that was like the thing that changed us a lot.
Well, yeah, the next best thing is one swipe away.
Yeah.
There's no more just figuring things out, communicating. It's like, oh, something's not working for me. I'll just find somebody else. Have you ever done online dating?
I tried it, but it's just not for me, like at all. It's kind of funny because like I use social media for like working and stuff like that, but like as far as using it, just like casually, I actually don't really use it like that.
Uh-huh.
Um, so like I have an Instagram account, like a personal one, but literally no pictures. Like I don't take selfies, like none of that. Anything I have like on business stuff, that's like literally just for business. Like I don't really care for like showing people like what I'm about to eat or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's just not me. But I don't know. It might be almost like a weird thing that I have where I'm like I'm constantly thinking like, oh, nobody cares as far as like what I'm doing.
Well, see, that's the thing is, I don't really think people do care. I mean, it's it's one of those things how people post videos of fireworks on the 4th of July, but who the
Yeah.
hell is going to watch that? You're never even going to watch it again. Um, I really am. I do feel like people need to live more in the moment versus through watching something through their phone
Yeah.
as it's happening in front of them.
One of the things I do, I guess, with my style of massage, like I try to read people, and for you, your nerves are like on attack mode.
Yeah. Oh, I believe you.
So, like literally, your hands. I don't know if they can see on camera. She's like this. Like your hands are not like floppy and relaxed. They're like like about to grip a barbell or something. I'm like, what is wrong with you right
That's accurate. I guess that's accurate.
So that might be a good thing when you're about to use a barbell,
Yeah.
but you don't want to be stuck in that position, with your hands.
Yeah. Once upon a time, I never was like an anxious feeling person or uh, stressed or anything like that, but I don't know if it's hormones or just life, but I definitely can feel a shift.
That's the thing. Life is constantly changing, so then you have to change too.
That's the thing is like right now I don't feel anxious or stressed or.
Let me have you flip facing up. Yeah.
Oh no, my eyebrows came off. My bad. Or my mascara, one or the other.
Move down toward your feet a little bit more. Perfect.
I knew that was gonna happen. I should have washed my face beforehand.
I should have told you not to wear makeup.
Well, no. I normally don't, but I had to go places. I apologize.
No, you're good.
So what is it? Is it brows or the mascara?
Like the mascara.
Is it? Is it all, do I look like a raccoon right now?
You're fine.
Send me the laundry bill.
I have to clean them like no matter what. So. Like somebody says, lucky fellow.
Mm-hmm. And my sinuses just opened up.
I like using eucalyptus. This it's like it tricks your body into thinking, you know what? I want some more air.
Yeah.
And then everything opens up. Are you a big dreamer?
I think I am, but I think I also am someone that does not remember them very well. I know when I was younger, I would very, very vivid dreams, but as I've gotten older, for some reason, I just don't keep them in the brain. Is that the type of dream you're talking about, or
No,
like I have a dream, like,
no, no.
like look at
It's like yeah, I tend to have a lot of conversations with my clients about dreams, and we'll
yeah,
just try to figure out like what's going on. Like, sometimes your dreams are trying to tell you something. Sometimes it's a weird vision of the future. Like
oh yeah, no, I do believe that they definitely mean something. I don't know. There's pieces of dreams that I'll remember, but nothing in full. Um, it's gonna sound so odd, but I always, when I do remember bits and pieces of my dreams, it's always about something that is falling out. My hair is falling out, my teeth are falling out. Never at the same time. These are separate dreams. And I don't know. I mean, it's obviously about losing something, I would imagine.
where that is.
I don't know. My mind. Do you believe in like hypnotherapy?
Uh, depends on how, like, what you mean. Like, do I believe that it can happen? Yes.
Yeah.
However, I think it's very dangerous.
Oh, okay.
So, like, let's say somebody hypnotizes you and you think it's all about, like, oh, I want them to hypnotize me to become successful or something. You might do that, but then they might also put another secret thing in there and you would have no idea.
Gotcha. Because there's been times in my life I'm like, you know what, I just feel like finding someone to hypnotize me and just kind of dig deep and see what's going on in there.
Yeah. Let's say I was a hypnotist. What would you want me to do? How do I hypnotize you?
Did you ever see the movie Office Space?
It's been a while. That's the one where like at the end he quits, right? And
Well, I just, he goes to a hypnotherapist and he, whenever he puts him under, or he asked the guy, he's just like, can't you just, put me under and make me think that I've been fishing all day? And, as he goes to work because he hates his job. And the guy's like, well, that's not really what I do. But anyway, he puts him under to this complete total state of relaxation. But then when he does that, the guy drops dead of a heart attack. So then he's stuck in this, state of just complete and total bliss.
Dang.
And I'm just like, I mean,
oh yeah. Okay, and I remember exactly.
It's a great movie.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, I guess, I would want someone to kind of dig deep because I think we all have issues of some kind, and It would be nice to find out, you know, I guess why anybody is the way they are.
Yeah. I find that most people are in a state of like trying to figure out what's the next, like what's the next move. Because like we know about like the 200 potential failures that could be in the next move.
Mhm.
And we get stuck on that. We never really think about like, well, what if it works out?
Yeah.
We never truly think about that. It's kind of a shame, you know. I think the world likes it that way, just to have this stuck kind of state because of fear,
Uh,
and then we have to find a way to break through that. Have somewhere to be after this.
mm, Publix?
Oh, I was gonna ask because I was like, I can do a scalp massage, but I don't want you to look crazy after this.
Well, that's what the hair clip is for.
Okay.
Go crazy. It's fine.
Yeah, around when I got to start telling people like, just come here as if you're about to go to sleep. Don't put makeup on. Don't do your hair.
Yeah, normally when I get a massage, I don't. I mean, well, I wear tinted SPF, anyway, but normally I don't do eyebrows or. Do you have other people coming in after me?
Uh, yeah, but it's for Cairo stuff. Record that and do some.
Pain management.
Yeah, I don't know if you ever heard of like shockwave therapy or soft wave therapy.
Mm-mm.
It's like the kind of like zaps you almost. It helps kind of stimulate like stem cells or whatever.
Okay.
It's a thing.
rest of what you may find in there.
Crunchies.
Oh yeah, no, that's funny. That's how I describe it. Very crunchy. You can actually feel it like in here when you're working on it.
I also tell people, like, when it comes to like working out and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
there should be a time period where you should actually stay away from weights, go to like calisthenics, just body weight stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because what happens is at some point while we're using weights and, dumbbells, things like that, we reinforce bad behaviors and bad kind of posturing in our bodies. And then as we're reinforcing the bad behavior, it's kind of hard to like take it off.
Yeah.
So just like I said, like your hand was like, it looks like you're about to grip a barbell. Like,
Yeah.
you literally get stuck in that kind of like state of being, like when you're in the gym.
Yeah.
It's great for the gym, not so much anywhere else.
Right. I don't know. I have, it's, I've never really considered myself to have a super addictive person. Well, I smoked cigarettes for a very, very long time, but that's the silver lining with COVID for me. I got COVID in 2020 and I was like, here's my window of opportunity. So I haven't smoked since August of 2020. But that was my only really addiction. But with the gym, I found another addiction. And now it's about how much weight I can put on my back. It's just like, yeah, that's probably not the best, but
Oh, trying to find that.
yeah. So do you feel comfortable like talking freely about like microdosing and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Okay, I just don't want to like go into depth. So I mean, how do you feel about that? Because I've thought about doing that.
Highly recommend.
Yeah. Like what is considered really a microdose? Like,
I think it just depends on the body, like
yeah.
your height, weight, things like that,
Yeah.
and how much you can handle. So,
Yeah.
because the thing about shrooms, it's not like a drug. It's not something where like with weed, we've been taught like smoke weed every day from like Snoop Dogg, you know. But
Bless its heart.
it's not something that you have to do every single day. It's more
Yeah.
of like at the end of the week, you've been going through a lot. It's a good way to just kind of escape
Right.
momentarily. And then when you come back, you actually can approach everything a lot better. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's how I like to kind of view and do shrooms. Um, Weed can be done the same way. Uh, for me, I like to use it more for like a creative kind of escape. I try to think of like, okay, how do I do better with my video work? You know, and then in doing so, that's how I kind of came up with the idea of like, oh, let me live stream.
Yeah. I don't know. See, I mean, I used to smoke so much weed, like ridiculous, ridiculous amounts. But then for some reason, one day my body was like, now you will feel paranoid every single time you smoke. And I'm just like, what the hell happened? You know, like it was just like a switch went off in my body, and it doesn't matter how much, how I do it, when I do it. I just start getting in my own head and I start thinking and thinking and overanalyzing. I'm like, well, this is the opposite of what I wanted to do. Um, so every once in a while, I'll just like eat a gummy before bed, just, to get a solid night's sleep or something like that. I'm like, well, I don't know what I've become.
I do this funny thing where I'll watch like a movie, a film, usually something from like Christopher Nolan or something. I'll get like super high and I watch it that way. And like in doing so, you're like, it's one of the greatest trips of all time. I'm not gonna lie. I did some yesterday. I rewatched Tenet. I don't know if you've seen that movie.
What is it?
It's super trippy. Basically, in that movie, like it's kind of like us regular people are moving through time travelers, but in forward time, right? And they figure out a way to you kind of like put on this device and you can kind of move backwards in time while still being here in space. Like, so you'll see somebody kind of like moving backwards or whatever it may be, but like that guy's just moving backwards, but you're moving forward. And it's super trippy, super crazy. You honestly like.
I'll have to look it up. I feel like I've heard of it, but I'm not sure.
Literally all the time, people are like telling the director, like, I don't get the movie. And he's like, you're not supposed to get it the first time. Like, that's how crazy the movie is. But like, once you start understanding it, it's amazing. What's your favorite movie?
I don't know if I necessarily have a favorite movie, but I always try and at least think of like top five. And I love Goodfellas. I just think Goodfellas is a fantastic film.
Which one is Goodfellas?
It has like Ray Liotta, Joe Pesci, De Niro.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Based off of a true story. I think that's a very great film. But I'm a huge like Quentin Tarantino fan. I love Kevin Smith flicks.
Kevin Smith is
like Clerks,
Jane Silent Bob.
Yeah.
I think I've always wished the reboot that they did was better. I didn't like the reboot for Jane Silent Bob.
Yeah.
But I felt like I had so much potential. I'm like, man, I got disappointed with that one.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I love Dogma. I think that's a great one. I think Chasing Amy is a really good one. But I mean, Clerks for me, I think is where it's at. I mean, it's one of my favorite ones by him.
Yeah, Jay and Silent Bob is like surprisingly relevant because like if you go back onto that movie, it's all about like the internet just kind of being able to copy shit,
Yeah,
take your name and like all that kind of stuff. And like now, almost 30 years later with
here
like
we are.
AI, like, it's crazy.
That is some crazy stuff. Now, I must admit, now I use AI on a very low scale compared to what a lot of people, can use it for. I mean, me, I'm just like Chat GPT is now my Google.
Yeah, pretty much.
I feel like it's way more informative and,
Yeah.
it breaks it down, and I'd prefer it more than Google. But it is insane what people can do with AI as far as videos and images and things like that. It's nuts. Like there's that one guy that, what was it? He asked some sort of AI kind of thingy to marry him.
What the?
And it said yes. And it like actually showed him legit in front of his wife or long time girlfriend that he has a child with, like almost basically breaking down into tears out of pure joy. I'm like, is this a joke? I'm like, and I just thought it was kind of humorous because he's like, I can't remember what it was. If it was like Gemini or Siri, it was something along the lines of that.
Yeah.
Anyway, and he's just like, whatever it was, just makes me it betters me all around. I'm like, well, it doesn't make you a better husband, that's for sure. God,
That's funny.
I don't know, but maybe that's where we're going, where we all just have robot partners. It's just wild to see, where we're going. Can't communicate with each other, so you might as well just create something in your own likeness. Yeah, any vacations or anything planned?
I honestly don't know what a vacation is.
No, fair enough.
I never really go on vacations like that. Like, I don't know. I'm more of like at most like a weekend kind of getaway, like kind of guy.
What do you like to do for fun?
I believe it or not, this just messing around with videos and stuff.
Yeah.
Because even before massage, I was just like a video nerd kind of guy. So now I'm just mixing things that I know. I'm like, hey, can I just do all of it at once? But it's kind of funny because I'm trying to do something where I guess it's never really been done before, where it's massage, but it's not sexualized. Because like there's other, I guess, content creators that do massage stuff, but it's like all super sexual and like.
Well, that's. I mean, we all know that's what sells. I mean,
No, I get it, 100%. But like, I don't know. I'm just like, kind of would rather it be a little bit more interesting. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm like, well, how do you make it more interesting? And even if I can't, like, I don't know. I enjoy the challenge of trying to do that. There was so many things I learned yesterday watching Tenet. And one of the things I learned was you have to like trust in yourself. And like that's one of the main key points of faith, which sounds super spiritual, but that's how Christopher Nolan movies tend to be.
Do you know if it's streaming anywhere right now? Like,
I think you can just watch it like on Amazon or
okay,
HBO.
yeah, I'll look it up.
Yeah. Nowadays, when in doubt, just go on Amazon.
Yeah.
You can rent it there. But in that movie, the main character, he gets basically assistance from this guy who to him is like he never really met before, but like through the weird kind of like time manipulation that they have, like that guy has known him for years, and it was kind of trippy.
Who are the actors that are in it?
You know the guy who plays Batman now, the new one,
Uh,
Robert Pattinson.
oh, oh God, I completely forgot that he's Batman now. Yeah.
The Twilight guy. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
he's in it. A bunch of actors that you've seen in other Christopher Nolan movies, like the guy who played what's his real name? Michael Caine.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They have some pretty good actors in it, but it's really trippy, and it's almost like you have to trust yourself that you're gonna understand it at the end of the movie, not during the movie.
Yeah, I know I've definitely never seen it then because I haven't really seen many movies with
Yeah.
Robert Pattinson or whatever in it.
I think honestly that might be the best movie that I've seen him in as far as acting. Everything else, he's always a little weird to me. Even for Batman, I think he was a little weird, but
Yeah, I don't know. I never. I mean, I was never a Twilight person. I like my vampires a little bit more scary than that.
yeah.
And I don't. I just always confused me. I'm like, if I were a vampire, the last place I'd want to go is high school. Well, I have, all these things that I can do with my time in my life. It's just like, are you that bored? You're like, you know what, chemistry. That sounds good.
Yeah, I grew up in a time period where like those movies came out when I was in high school, so it was really weird. That, like all the girls were like, "Oh my gosh, they're so hot" or whatever, and I'm looking at least Robert Pattinson. I'm like, "Is he hot? Like, is he hot?" And I'm not even trying to be like that mean guy. It's just like, is he? Like
this is what women want. Huh?
Because the werewolf guy, I'm like, I get it, he has the muscles and stuff, but like, I look at the Robert Pattinson guy, I'm like, I guess you're considered good looking. I don't know. I would not have thought. That's how it tends to be, I guess.
So, what was your first concert?
First concert.
Very, very first concert.
I think it might have been like I think it was like an Action Bronson concert.
Really?
Yeah, you heard.
That's a pretty good first one.
Because like all the concerts that I've been at, like they're not like huge. It's like I was literally able to see Action Bronson like in front of me. You know what I mean? Like close. I liked that as opposed to being 100 feet away from the artist.
Mm-hmm.
What about yours?
Well, I have a first concert, then a first real concert. Whenever I was a kid, I was obsessed with the Monkees. And I don't even know if you know who they are, but my cousin and I were obsessed with the Monkees. I was like 6 or something, and my mom took me to go see the Monkees. But my first real concert was Lollapalooza 93, 94, something like that. We had like Pearl Jam and Ice-T, Red Hot Chili Peppers. I mean, I think I was probably like 14 or 15. I don't know. I was young, and my mom really wanted me gone that day for some reason, because looking back, I'm like, I can't believe she let me go to that.
So I'm gonna do something where it's a little bit of goes into the therapy of like, or it goes into the territory of sound therapy.
Okay.
Because for you, I feel like it's not so much of a muscular system; it's your nervous system that needs work.
That's fair. Fair assessment.
So just take a big, deep breath.
vibrating. So, I don't know if that makes sense to you, but that's kind of what I feel like.
That does make sense. So, if done correctly, you should feel a little bit more relaxed. I would love for you to not work out and just try to be in a calm, relaxed state for as long as possible.
Okay.
And yeah, that should be it. Let me just say goodbye officially.
Cool.
To all the cameras. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
It was like three of them. I'm like, I never know which one to say goodbye to.
So who do you have? I mean, what is, I guess, is it like educational or just people who want to tune in?
I just kind of put it just to kind of put it out there.
Okay.
And sorry, I don't know what to put for the cover. But yeah, I just figured so many people do like so many random things on live, and I'm like, oh well, what if I could just put massage? Like,
Yeah.
will anybody watch? And it's still like experimental, so I'm not like super famous or anything like that.
I mean, you never know what is possible. I have one of my friends, her and her husband filmed one video of their two kids, like playing with a toy or unboxing a toy. It was something to do with like just toys, something simple. Anyway, next thing you know, they're getting a call from Mattel.